Hello everyone and welcome back to Push Square. My name is Aaron, and if you are anything like me, then you'll be well and truly in the Halloween spirit by now, racking your brains for all the hideous ways of which you can torture yourself through the medium of video games. Now, we've already got a top 10 list of the best horror games on PlayStation if you wanted to check that one out, but for those of you that maybe don't want to splash the cash on a horror game you might not even get through, and I am speaking from personal experience there, then it is only natural to turn to PS Plus Extra and Premium. The subscription service, which continues to grow month on month, is packed with so many different genres, and that certainly does include horror. That's why I've shortlisted today the top 5 horror games on PS Plus Premium and Extra that you should be checking out this Halloween season. Hello Neighbour on the surface might not look like much of a horror game, with its colourful posters and cartoonish art style, but do not let that fool you, my friends, for Hello Neighbour will have you squirming in the spot before you even know what hit you. The premise is simple: sneak into your neighbour's house to uncover the secrets of his basement. The unnerving AI in this game will study your moves as you go along, so if you come in a window one time, he'll set a trap the next. Escape from one door and he'll be sure to block it up. The more you try, the more difficult it gets. But honestly, when I tell you that seeing this dude absolutely beelining it for you will make you want to toss your DualSense and rip your PS5's power cable straight out of the wall, I really do mean it. A not so traditional horror game, Death Stranding is by far the most expansive title on this list. Hideo Kojima's first outing outside the shadow of Konami is a unique kind of game, where you must traverse barren landscapes in a post-apocalyptic America. Now, I know a lot of you in the comments may be thinking that primarily this isn't a horror game, but there are some scary moments to be had here. Traversing the craggy surfaces of America for extended periods of time can make you feel a tad too comfortable, and whenever that happens, Death Stranding is sure to knock you back a few pegs with the BTs, invisible mystical beings that if bumped into will drown you in their own gloopy black substance. Sneaking through these areas is like feeling a tightly sprung coil being tightened all the more. The rain that signifies the BTs is steadily rotting away the quality of your cargo, but the faster you go, the more likely you are to mess up. It's a delicate balance that makes its sequences all the more memorable. Plus, you have that pretty crazy story to go along with it in typical Kojima fashion. The asymmetrical horror genre has become quite the popular one, with a Ghostbusters game and an Evil Dead game releasing just this year. However, you can hardly beat the original with Dead by Daylight. Whether you are playing as the killer or the survivors, Dead by Daylight is a disastrously tense game of cat and mouse that will have you laughing, crying, staying whisper quiet and then screaming at the screen. It is a surprisingly tactical kind of game that requires that you keep as cool a head as you can muster as you and other teammates try your very best to avoid the killer's grips of one of the many killers that the game is now home to. This is the only entry in this list that has any proper form of online, meaning that you can bring your friends in on the scares, and with a PS5 update even allowing you to play in 4K 60, there isn't a better time to get in on the action. Or the horror. PS Plus Premium is certainly the most questionable part of the subscription service at this point, with a severely lacking retro library. But that doesn't mean that there isn't the odd hidden gem in there, and Resident Evil Director's Cut is certainly one of them. For all you retro gamers out there, this pixelated horror masterpiece that would go on to spawn a decade-spanning franchise is the perfect, short, horrific, and wonderfully nerve-wracking experience ideal for the Halloween season. With those sometimes infuriating and often anxiety-inducing fixed camera angles, you'll be nervously turning around each corner awaiting the dreaded cut to all kinds of zombified horrors. As the director's cut, those familiar with the old classic will have a number of small yet impactful changes that will keep you on your toes, like changed camera angles or varied item placement. And as a PS1 game converted to PS4 and 5 thanks to PS Plus, you can enjoy the up-rendering, rewind, quick save and custom video filter features. For those looking for a bit more mystery, Call of Cthulhu may be the answer for you. Set within the world inspired by both the classic pen and paper RPG and H.P. Lovecraft's universe, Call of Cthulhu sends a private investigator on a murder mystery on an isolated, cult-plagued island. Filled with strange creatures, questionable signs, and sinister cults that will send a sweat down your spine, there is no shortage of horrors on Darkwater Island. What makes Cthulhu stand out, however, is how it makes you entrench yourself in its world by speaking with locals, studying the medicine and rituals of its inhabitants, all the while steadily losing your own mind. You'll encounter creepy characters and dreadful visions as you unravel the case and your mind. And those are the 5 games I think you should check out on PS Plus this Halloween. Let me know which of these titles or any others on the service you are considering delving into by commenting down below. And while you're there, why not leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more PlayStation content just like this. Anyway guys, I'll catch you next time on Push Square.